share my screen on there. We got our man BramVank in the crib for Artist Night, and this is a night that I've been looking forward to since he stepped into the frickin' Hotz house. What was it now? 3, 6? It's crazy. It's probably now 6 months ago, Bram. I think we just had our anniversary. This. You actually, yeah. So, guys, besides music, our man is an avid pinball collector. Oh, dude, in the chat's saying what up. We got Andre, Dark Side, Northern Project, No
Yo,
Complaint,
guys.
Roots Studio. What up, Andy, baby, coming through. That's our yacht boy, BramVank. You'll be family though.
Yeah.
But and that's the thing too is now you're seeing how you've been involved for 4 or 5 months. I mean, shit, Bram, you just last week, how many people did you collab with? Like the week before, it's like seeing the collaborations offline. You as a leader, just being piece of the family and just getting people to create. I owe you so much, bro. And even the Hotz house, as you know, the star attendee, my dog.
Yeah. Yeah, well, it always works both ways. It's like Tim said on the previous artist night. You take some, you give some, and for me, getting back into the music was a thing. It wasn't like that's gonna happen anytime soon because in 2008 I really burned my ship, sold all my gear, and went kite surfing and all my other hobbies 24/7, 100% full in because I had this love-hate relationship with the music business. And
Yes.
you have that saying, don't hate the players, hate the game, or don't hate the game, hate the players. I hated both.
Yes.
I hated the game and I hated the players because the music business, especially when I began, it was like, wow, cool. That was in the 90s. But in the late 90s, I started producing, and then you get into, from amateur level, you get to professional, serious level, and other dynamics start to kick in, and it doesn't matter anymore what you can do, but who do you know, and how far can your arm go up somebody's ass to get somewhere. And that's not really my style. I want
Yeah.
to be appreciated for what I do, and if next to that you appreciate me for the person I am, that's a bonus. But in music, I want my music to be valued, and not because I'm such a nice person, but because the music does something to you. And if it doesn't,
100%.
also good friends, no problem. But I hate people seeing get big because they know the right people and they, in my eyes, don't make this much of a difference in quality than other people do, but because they stick their arms up somebody's asses. So that's why I started to dislike the music
Yes.
business.
And
And
so many
then there was also
so many are like that, bro.
yeah, somewhere in 2015 I downloaded the trial version of Ableton.
Hey.
Started fooling around. 30 days of 30 days of trial version,
A ball
and I had
teaser.
some really nice setups. Yeah, ball teasers, itchy scratchy, and in 2018, I actually made a track for. We had this at my work. We had this big employee festival on an outdoor terrain, and I made the theme for it.
Oh, cool.
And that really got me thinking again. And then a friend of mine approached me at the high of the school before high school. The how do you call it
Middle
in the
school.
USA? The basisschool, the middle school when you're 12 years old, something like that. You have, if you were in the highest class, you have at the end of the year a musical. You perform with your class, and a good friend of mine asked if I can make a tune for his son that was in that class for an entrance on the stage, and I really build an EDM thing.
Cool.
So that was the second great re-trigger to get in, and even the response, especially from the class and the parents. And then Mr. Hipshit. What do you mean?
Do you have these tracks still? Like you're teasing us. Can we hear them? The theme songs?
Yeah, I
That would be so
to look
fun.
for them, but
yeah, and you know hip shit from back in the day as well, don't you?
But yeah, I met Hipshit Michel through the music because we bought records at the same place. A guy who had the rarities, and then we had it. Yeah, we had it off quite well. even better than the guy we were visiting for the buying. Better and so we developed a friendship for years now. And I even went over. He lived in Spain for a few years. I went over there. And Miriam, his wife, treated. I had 6 stitches in my foot from kite surfing, and she treated me on it like a nurse. And
she's wonderful.
No, she removed my stitches and stuff.
She does massages and stuff too, right?
Yeah, lately, yeah.
Her,
sports
her
and
Michelle,
yeah,
wonderful. They're wonderful people.
Yeah.
That's cool. All right. I mean, she makes you guys have all. You guys all.
And at the end, when Michelle work situation in Spain was like difficult, he came back to Holland for a few weeks in a row, several months, and he stayed over at my house. I was living alone at that big house, so he could use the first floor, and I was on the second floor and the third floor. So we also lived together for a while.
Bachelor
kind of
pad,
speaking.
yeah.
So yeah, we go way back, and we were talking on the phone, and he was, I'm into music, and it really goes well, and I met these accurate guys and this community online, and he started teasing me like, why don't you get back in it? And I was like, what do I have to do? And is the business different nowadays? And well, he got me thinking. Then Corona kicked in. We had to skip a holiday. That means you save some money. So I took that money, invested it in Ableton, went to the store, bought some speakers, bought a push, bought a keyboard. And
sorry, wifey, I'm
the rest is history, so they say. Yeah.
Dude, yeah, I'll tell you what, man. All these beautiful series of events, and that's the way all of us individually have. Even myself with losing music, and because of Corona and moving home, and finding love back in it, and actually because of Metapop and you guys have really just inspired me to do so many things, and it's so cool. And like I said before, thank you, bro, because you and your music and your collaboration and leadership, it's so inspiring to all of us, and especially your OG status in the fucking club industry. So to go back to that, I do want to know, like, first residency or first big event, things like that. I would love to know some of those, because I do know the little tidbit stories, like the Carl Cox playing that one track, that slammer, dude. And so those are obviously memorable moments. So if there's any cool milestones like that you'd like to share, we'd love to hear that.
Of course. There's a big milestone. One day, the doorbell rang. This is literally the story. And my neighbor was into the dance music and owned a nice club called Nighttown in Rotterdam. So I had some luck, and I could play there. But he rang the door, and blunt in my face, he asked, "How would you like to play on Lowlands?" And Lowlands is like one of the biggest festivals in Holland. And I went like, "What?" Repeat. He said right away, "I can't pay you, but you can play there. And you have to play like guys with Green Velvet, Mr. C." And I was like, "Me?" So that was a moment like you've been waiting for all your life, and then you get to play at Lowlands, which is like,
the fuck was it?
In the Charlie tent. Yeah. Mind-numbing, nervous wrecking.
Did you barf?
And
I would have barfed.
And I played 3 days. Yeah, no, I didn't. Luckily, I was too nervous to barf. I think I didn't have any nerve control anymore. But the thing is, I played 3 days there. 2 days in a small tent, and 1 day actually in the big tent.
Whoa.
As an in-betweener between big names.
Cool.
Like, but yeah, and yeah, you have to be honest, the crowd wasn't there for me, but you get them going because they're still there, because
Absolutely.
they just said bye to Mr. C.
Yeah.
Then they get me, so they stick around because they hear sounds they like. And after me is Mr. C or Green Velvet. Yeah, so they stick around. But that gave me a chance to start influencing them. And that made me more assured of, hey, I can do something that even they don't know me, I'm capable of taking these people on a little trip. And
100%.
I'm capable to overcome my own nerves, because my first record, I had we were playing vinyl at that time. It was like
you're about
I
to
had to
frisbee
like
it to the
really,
crowd.
and then put it on the record. I think
Oh, you
if
played all
if
vinyl?
you put the fader up, I think yeah.
Nice.
Yeah, actually, only the CDs came in around 2004.
Okay, I
Something with
wasn't
USB
sure
sticks and stuff. But
what
I
year
had
this
12.
was at that point in time. This was back in '90s, right? At this point, or
No, this was Lowlands was 2001. 2001.
okay. So
Yeah.
when it's pumping like
So
that, are the needles bouncing on the records and shit like that? Because I mean, if you especially if you got hot and heavy cues or like a big old, you know what I mean? Like I don't even know what it'd be like here having a huge cue system and then going to the crowd. Like there's got to be delays. Is it tripping up there?
Yeah, you have to really get used to the fact that if your monitor sucks, you lost. Because there's so much reverb and reflections from, especially in big clubs.
Yeah.
And but in a tent, the reflections of the tent is not that big because it's outside. But you really have to trust your monitors, and you don't have a clue what's going on. I had this one time. That's a nice story. I had to play in Waddinxveen, a big sport hall, like a where they play basketball and that kind of shit.
Sure.
Real big. And so I was mixing there, and I was mixing, and I was really into the vibe. And then I looked at the audience, and why aren't they moving anymore? What's going on? What happened with my sleeve? I draw down the master fader, but because in the booth the sound was on, I had no clue that in that big room it was silent. They only hear me at my monitors.
And you were rocking.
You really need a sound engineer who's like keen on it, and he came running and he put up that fader again, and off we go. So yeah, that's. And then you go red, and then you are ashamed, and you go like, oh shit, and you become really tiny again, and then okay, back to earth, both feet back on the ground.
The thing is, though,
it makes you humble.
Yeah, it makes you humble. But those kind of things, bro, like fuck it, man. The show goes on, baby.
Yeah.
And especially those are perfect moments to be like, ah, la 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 la, and then like throw that fader back up real fast, like talk some shit.
Yeah.
But I love that because you fucking. What did you do though? Did you own it, or did you just go, oh fuck?
No, I just had this shit happens, and in the spur of the moment, you just play on because I was in the middle of a mix, and you can't stop. The sound engineer came on the stage. He put that fader back on. You started people applauding like, hey, yeah, there's sound again, and they started dancing, and so it was comical. It was funny. It didn't really disturb the vibe in the play. So. The first few seconds you sing through the floor, and afterwards about it.
Exactly.
That's the good thing.
Yeah,
So,
no one remembers the failures. They only remember the
I had the
successes,
same shit
baby.
happening. Yeah, and the failures somehow are always funny. I had this. I had to play with Fedor Legrand. You know him?
Cool. Yeah, Fedor Legrand.
You know Fedor Legrand? Put your hands up for Detroit. Yeah.
I
was playing with him a very special set. I was playing with him in Las Palmas, and we had this special thing going on. We had 4 decks, each person 2 decks, and a mixer playing at the same time. So we're not back to back. We were all over it. And then and we were really in the vibe. And also then I took down the wrong fader. So it sometimes happens.
In the moment,
yeah, it's funny, but
it is fun. Yeah, dude. Everyone always just gets it, like, especially when the party's live and everyone's having a good vibe. Like you said, it doesn't take away from that energy. Everyone just fucking laughs it off, and then, and I feel like there's a lot of people that still, at least that I know, that haven't been to like a proper, party like that. A proper disco, like a jam.
Yeah.
It's funny because a lot of people like that. They go to their clubs and stuff like that. But it's like, to go to an after hours party, or to go to a true underground jam session where you just got DJs playing 8 hours, and the next one's going. Everyone's going till the morning. Like, those vibes are just unmatched. To anything people don't have their phones out, but back in that time there was phones. You got pages and shit. But anyway, that's you sharing your screen, boy. He's about to give us.
Yeah, I just found something that.
He's about to give us a treat. Oh, hold on. OG.
See if you recognize the guy.
Hold on, let me make this big on the big screen here. Let's see if I can do this. Ah, shit. Here we go. Boom.
And there you see that even the big guys like Fede are playing empty holes sometimes because you can't all play around peak time.
Okay, understood. Dude, look at this. Where was this exactly?
This is Los Palmas, Rotterdam.
Cool, man. My buddy and I, Carson, we actually played in the front room one time in Orlando. Fairly Graham was playing in the main room. It was really neat. Like, my club experience was the same as a lot of people's, though. Fucking, like, I was a promoter, hustling my dick off. It was doing, like, doing flyers and shit, you know, running around. I was dressing up like Lincoln shit DJing. I had a fucking ball, but I was playing techno, man, and that shit was not in. That was, like, during Avicii and shit like that when I was doing that shit. That was not, people were not having it. Dude, you're playing back in.
No. So the funny thing is, when you're in it, in the middle of it, I think I didn't really enjoy the highs enough. I was too focused on the lows. That's maybe why I went sour towards the business. And the really appreciation of what I achieved came after 2008. Also my tracks. Of course, I remember that my first track, The Groove Doctor, Shut Up, came up four in the Fresh 40, which was the dance chart in Holland. And at the moment, I was very proud, but only years later, I actually recognized the achievement of that moment.
That's
because
not one of the ones you sent me.
I was so sucked into that business, and no, it is on my SoundCloud.
Yeah, let me go check that.
It's a kind of French house disco-y thing.
It was Shut Up, Groove Doctor, Shut Up, right?
Yeah.
All right, guys. Here, we'll play it for everybody.
That was my first track. It was a collaboration with the guy who actually taught me what producing is all about. I had the taste, he had the skills to produce, and we put that together. And
at the style.
Yeah, we came. He's also the other half of Funk. Yeah.
He's the other half of what?
And when you hear it now. What? He's Raymond and me were a duo with he's also the other half of Funkstar Criminal and the other half of Groove Doctor.
Yes, Groove Doctor.
And Max Dion and RB Fusion. That's me. That's me solo.
Oh,
those monikers from back
monikers.
then.
This isn't the one that Carl Cox was jamming on. That was the different one that we're gonna.
No,
play.
that's Funkstar Criminals.
Yes, Funkstar Criminals
Sessions Volume 1.
Here, I'm gonna let everybody listen to this for just a second. I'm gonna put it in there. Boom. Here we go.
High tempo back then. 135 was like slow.
Yeah, right. And sexy. Listen, back in then, you had sex and it was one speed. Fast.
On.
Oh yeah. On. With the Mitsubishi fucking beans.
an Atari computer
Yeah.
with, I think, Cubase version 1.
Ah, OG.
And so
You guys are like cutting tapes. You and Dave Scott. Hold on. So Cubase went an Atari computer. I never even had an Atari computer.
yeah.
I,
And
good.
the only thing that thing could do was like sequence. There, you didn't have VSTs. We had a room closet full of hardware with a Ghost Soundcraft Ghost mixer, 48 channels. We had we saved up for a lot of synthesizers. I think we had all the classics, and you had to record it to dot tapes. So you really had to tell your mom, don't vacuum now, don't put on the washer or the dishwasher, whatever. We don't want electric static.
Oh, I mean, I didn't even
It was
think
crazy
about that. Hold on.
times.
So hold on, for like kids like myself that have no clue what you're talking about. So like it would what? It'd make all the tapes stick together and stuff like that, or
Yeah. Oh no, I was luckily to have not to really have the 8-track time, but our masters or our mix downs, we had to record them on tape. Just press record and hope everything does what it has to do those 5 minutes without jittering or like somebody putting on the vacuum cleaner, which actually on your power goes and you hear that
gotcha.
back in your recording, or the dishwasher, because it creates a power dip, and your
Okay.
machines are sensitive to that, and you go like, what was that?
Yeah.
Oh shit, we have to do it again.
Even
Every track you had to record real time.
See,
And you
that
go
is
crazy days.
that is
Yeah,
that is crazy thinking,
crazy
and
days.
that's what's
That's a
so beautiful though about
good summary.
that's what's so
Yeah.
beautiful about now with VSTs is also although there's zero barrier to entry to really start it. I think there's a lot of beautiful things to say
Yeah.
about that because it allows people that wouldn't have been able to creatively express in that way now to be able to do that, and it's really an outlet for it's like a gateway drug, you know what I mean? And that's all what technology is, and even Twitch, and like you said, so hold on, like now that you're involved with this, and you do the pinball machines, so like what other communities are you involved with, and like what what benefits do they bring to the music community or whatever it is to your life? Because I'm always people are always saying to me like, well, I don't understand while people watch Twitch, like I want to watch someone play video games. It's like, dude, like there's a lot of shit going on other than just video games, and I'd love to know what else you're watching.
I watch the pinballs.
I love that though.
Yeah, mostly music nowadays. I did watch. Where is it? I've got the list here. Where is it? I think I was a member of a Counter-Strike community for a while, but I gave that up.
Yeah.
No, the main thing now, because it's like it comes in waves, is music now. So I found old
Stay
friends
on
like
this wave.
Ruben de Ronde. I'm yeah. Well, one thing I've learned: enjoy what you're doing in the moment that you're doing it, and if that changes in time, it changes.
It evolves.
There is no forever, and the important thing is that you stick by what you do at that moment and take from it what you can, enjoy and pleasure. Because if you don't have that, quit. Because then you're investing in the wrong things. Because there's so many. I'm a person with broad interests, and that may be a negative thing because
No.
I'm easily distracted from one thing to the other. Music is one that came back, so I'll ride this wave for a while. But like I said, kite surfing is to me number one because it gives me a peace of mind. It doesn't have any pull to me that I have to achieve something, and music has that in itself. Even if I'm my only listener, I want it to be fucking great. the track I'm making.
Mm-hmm.
And when I'm kite surfing, if my jump fails, my jump fails. I don't care.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out there. I'm on holiday.
Yeah.
So there's a difference in how I perceive that. So
But I understand that,
I
you know,
see
it's
a question in the
because
chat.
yeah, you got a bunch of
Ah,
love coming through, and we got we got Dr. Med up in here too. We got all A Sounds up in here.
yeah,
Paul McKay, dude, Dark Side. How's everyone feeling? Sorja, darling. Yes, here, Bram. You see the chat? Go ahead and rock it.
yeah. Thanks, guys. Bram, in the chat, by the way, I know Ruben from back in the day. Do you know who that is? I know, I know who Ruben is. I, the, uh, I, to get DJing, we started to throw our own parties to a pretty serious level back then, and I did that with Jonas and with Ruben. We were three guys renting out big clubs, uh, uh, getting our own parties in there. We even arranged my first appearance on the Fast Forward Dance Parade in Rotterdam was our own truck. We got a sponsor
Wait,
in.
did a
We
float?
rented the truck. We put all the gear on.
Ah,
We
that's cool.
yeah yeah. I did it. Yeah, we the first time around was our own. The
Right.
second time around, I was asked to play at the truck at the dance parade, and that's how I know Ruben. And back then, even then he was into the trance thing, and we hooked up again now because I met him on his own Twitch. And he recognized me, and he immediately pulled out one of my records. That
That
was a
is
great
so
moment.
sick, dude.
Still, yeah. And I didn't realize until after that moment, because then I started looking around in his environment how big he is.
He's crushing it.
He's actually the right hand or the left hand of Armin at the State of Trance radio shows. He flies with Armin all over the world to open up for that guy. Oh, well, if you open up for Armin, you don't play small venues. And
Nope.
he's got 20,000 followers on Twitch. And I was like, wow, man, Ruben, you really stuck to it.
Yes.
Respect, really. He had his dream and he stuck to it. And I can really admire those people who have a plan. And like Hannibal says, I love it when a plan comes together.
Yes.
And I had the fortunate. We all know Tiesto, yeah.
Yeah.
And I played with Tiesto before he was anything, and that was in a big venue, and he actually replaced another DJ, Michel de Heij. And after the gig, we were talking, and his best friend was there as well, and he laid out this plan. I'm gonna do this, then I'm gonna do that, and in so much time, this should have happened, and then this happens. And the funny thing was, 5 years down the road, that plan actually developed into a reality.
Boom.
He did what he had in his mind. And even though I'm not really that time I wasn't really a trance fan or a trance follower,
Mhm.
I did have respect for the fact that he made a plan.
Absolutely.
His best friend sponsored him and was there for him, and they invested in it, and it all came. Yeah, we all know what happened. The biggest,
Yeah.
the biggest first, the first biggest DJ of us all.
Absolutely.
So,
Yeah.
and that goes to show if you have a plan and you believe in something, you do have to have some luck down here and there. But yeah, shit can happen.
That's the damn truth, dude. My stepfather.
And that's
used
what
to
I've
say,
learned for those guys.
hard work and shit luck, baby.
Yeah, yeah. And because before he was this guy selling the records at Basic Beat Records, local. And he was developing this plan in his head. He had it all planned out. And somehow, with some abbreviations, but the road he had pointed out, it somehow worked, and he got it all together, and boom.
Boom.
And then he made DJing into rockstar kind of thing.
Yeah, he changed the whole fucking game,
And
the whole look of
yeah.
what a big superstar DJ
Yeah.
looks like. Yeah.
Yeah. To guard myself against too easily putting out my music there while it's not good enough. you have to be your own critic. That's the best way to get ahead.
There's a happy
But Boss,
balance.
he invited me to present this. He actually invited me and he presented me with the idea. I'm not gonna give you a sub label, but I'm gonna give you your own label. BramVank presents, and you bring on the artist. You make the choices. The only thing Boss does is he evaluates the quality of the production, not the composition, not the taste, not the style. He just wants to safeguard his image of his label. So the production has to sound like clockwork, but the rest is me. And he gave me that opportunity. I can put up my own tracks there. I can like a Northern. So if I meet up people with a really good track I believe in, I will present it there. And yeah,
That is what it's all
that
about.
to me is love.
Well deserved.
Somebody pays me. Yeah.
BramVank presents.
The good thing is I went. Yeah, and the good thing is I went in again because of Hip Shit. And my first release actually was a remix through Bas Kunne also for a trance artist. But we can now officially say that it's in the screen. One of the tracks you guys, I shared my screen. If you if you can see, did it
yes,
work?
you did.
Am I sharing a screen?
I'm having to. I'm having to resize.
We're actually having a release. Can I resize it?
No, you're all good. Boom.
It doesn't matter.
I got it. Boom.
Yeah. This is a track I played in, I think, Sunday Submissions or Friday Flex. And remember the first time I was at the Sunday Submissions with my techno track Piano? That same session, Michel played a track he sort of remixed of mine. It isn't a remix, it's a collab. And that track is actually coming out on an Amsterdam label in July.
Oh, is that one of the ones you sent to me?
Together with
can we get these leaks?
No.
Let's get some of these leaks, BramVank. You're teasing us, bro. You're teasing us.
Yeah.
Oh, here we go. This is Time to Rise.
Thing is you know the tracks because
I know. I listen to. I hear them all, but we're doing this not for me, baby. It's
this is the one.
for the people.
I'm gonna share this screen.
Let's do it.
I'm gonna share another screen.
Dude, Bram, honestly, that's a really cool thing to see. You know, you lead, man.
Anybody hearing this music?
So we can hear it. Let me turn it up a little bit. There we go.
Is this music on?
Yes, we can hear it. We can hear it.
Cool. This is the track that Michel and me, Hip Shit, actually made together. I laid the foundation, he took it out and made it a full arrangement. And that's one of the tracks coming out on the EP. And the pre-release starts 13th of July and the actual official release is the 27th of July.
Get them pre-save buttons, baby. Yeah, we need them pre-save buttons, baby.
Working on it. And this track Michel presented the first time I was in the Sunday Submissions, it was called back then. And you actually said, Michel, this is the best I've heard from you so far. And I promised Michel this would be a release, and it actually is. Yeah.
I muted myself. Fuck. I get swayed to this shit right here.
I missed something.
I'm fucking about that kind of stuff. So what are you working on right now?
I'll give you in a minute, I'll give you a preview of my upcoming Flex Friday submission.
For those of you guys who do not know what Friday Flex is, essentially that is, oh shit, and tomorrow, guys, our man Dave Scott is actually leading Friday Flex. He's going to be DJing it. He's been putting together our whole stream. Dude, Woofer Blast, big ups. I need to hear all my friends. Yeah. Dude, Dave Scott's the fucking
This is the...
This sounds good.
Yeah, you already know this guy. Look, you already comment. This is a track I presented, I think, a month ago, and it's the first track on this release coming out on the Amsterdam label.
Yeah.
Really proud of it. It's a BramVank original. Yay!
Yeah, this is a solid track, Bram. I remember this one, but yeah, this is a little while ago, huh? 2 months? Yeah.
Yeah, I really brushed up the mix. I changed a little bit in the composition and the arrangement, but yeah. And the guy really wanted it from the label. I talked to him, he heard it, and he said, I want to bring this, I want to release this. I said, you go ahead.
Yeah, and you go right ahead. Have it and have fun. That's what it's all about, man. And to be fair, I know earlier you said, like, you know, what you feel is quality to release and things like that. And I feel like there's a happy medium of when you just share your music or release it. You know what I mean? Like, it's something that you have to decide. But I used to never even share music, you know, and I feel that because I even share it now, it's made me so much better because you learn a lot from other people.
Yeah.
And you're not supposed to know fucking everything. Yeah, this track, I feel like I'm telling a storybook.
And the thing this time around, I want to do all kinds of music, every style, every genre under my same name. But this is a groover I'm working on. Sulfuric house, whatever you call it.
This sounds fantastic.
And the gimmick of the track is that,
Yo, you are happy, brother. Your music is singing it out, man. You're a happy boy right now. I love that.
yeah.
He is. Guys, you know what's amazing is that I know BramVank for probably, I don't know, like I said, 5 months now, and like it's amazing to get to see everybody go through their different, you know, emotional swings and things through life, and we're all there for it because we are fucking a big old family now, baby. And I can tell right now with this music he's making, our dog's fucking feeling good, baby. Let's go.
Oh. For the guys who love keys, this is a track.
Where the fuck's Rob Hayes? You would love this.
I learned never to touch your naming of your hard drives. Yeah, this is a groover I'm working on as well. I like this one.
Got that booty shaking. Just want to make it. Got them booty shaking right. Booty shaking all fucking night. boy drops a kick in there, my ass is gonna be popping around.
Let's find a good kick then.
Here we go. Then a little fucking nice little tasty hi-hat.
Where is it?
Well, I'm gonna go use the restroom.
Should do something.
You got this, Brandon.
Yeah. Do I have a clear audio track for work? Where's my loop? Oh. Let's see what this is. Oh. Otherwise, I'll be dropping another bomb. Sucks. Whoa. Fuck is this? Just give me a good kick.
What I miss? Okay. All right.
Just
Whoa. Ooh, I like that fucking. You know, I'm a big fan of those snares, dude.
Oh, come on. System is slower because of all the things running in the background.
Yeah. Are you on the PC or are you on the Mac? You're on the Mac, right?
I'm on the Mac, yeah.
It's on the Mac.
And it's a Mac from 2012.
Oh, it's like...
And it does it pretty well, but I'm waiting for... No, it does it pretty well, but I'm waiting for...
I'm trying so hard. That's your computer. Again, such a happy freaking little groove up in here, man. Ooh.
That's a nice sturdy kick. That's a big one, actually. Is it timed okay? I hope so. I hope the timing is right. Well, don't want to drop another bomb.
Hey, baby. get down on it. Ooh. 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 Can you get down on it?
Then I always have some ideas floating around in one setup and just pick what I need. Yeah, that's okay. Because my problem is I hear different things and they don't fit all in one track, but I don't want to waste them, so I put them in an empty setup and then someday I pick them up again, but that could be a year later. Actually,
Sorja just threw out some
the
dope
song you
vocals for
played
that.
the first.
So true. She goes, she said that melody is totally singing, I want to be with you, want to be with you. Like that, and actually totally, I want to be with you, want to be with you. Ah! So that'd be sick.
Cool.
Dude, we need someone to get some vocals up in there. Where's Ollie at? Ollie! She's got an amazing voice. I don't know if you guys have heard Ollie's voice. She rocks it down. And it'd be so fun to have, you know, some like singers and songwriters getting involved here and just singing down on it. I would fucking love it. Oh, what's your, all right, let's get this.
Yeah. But the thing is, when I'm making a track, I get too many ideas. I try to park them somewhere. Like the first song you played today at the intro with the vocals, that started when I was making the song that is actually now getting released on that Amsterdam label. I tried to fit in some vocals there. They didn't fit, but at that moment, a new song started to rise in my mind.
Mm-hmm.
I put it aside, and actually, one chord is exactly the same instrument and the same thing that binds those two tracks together. So
And that makes it
actually,
also
I made a
great
remix
songs
of a BramVank original into almost every song ends up with me having the next idea for the next song, because I did something in the track that I couldn't use in that specific track, but I could use as a new idea.
Yep.
And if I don't get inspired, I just go browsing sample bases. I actually watched the masterclass of Armin van Buuren, not because I'm big into the trance, but his way of producing. And he also said, if you are without inspiration, just start browsing tunes you like and put them into your DAW and start composing against that, and then throw it away, and then you'll see you'll have an original.
Yes.
Just to get you started, to trigger something in your creative process if
100%.
you're stuck.
Yes.
I do that with samples. I just browse my sample.
Man, that's what they're there for.
That works
though,
for me
they
if I don't have
inspiration.
any
really
clue
are.
where to start. Yeah.
And it's cool that you said that, like,
cool way
how
of
it
working.
leaves you, your tracks leave you with the next idea. Because, you know, I relate to that as well. Like, you know, when I make a track, I generally, first off, if I don't love that track in the next first hour, like if I'm not totally consumed with it, I fucking forget about it and I'll throw it away. But it'll most likely give me the idea for something else that I'll be like, oh, like, or I'll waste my time and do something really wild that doesn't work at all. Which is always fun though too. It's just like, oh, that was fun.
That also happens. You are like really into the zone, and then you start up that same project the day after.
Not
and
the
you go
same.
like, what the fuck?
Yeah.
Was I drunk, high, were bad drugs,
Yeah.
bad acid? What was happening to me?
Is that funky mushroom tea? Or that, you know, it's also, you know, sometimes it's like your ears are tired and shit, but it's also like if you don't get to a certain point in the song, that it's really hard to come to the next day and still maintain that same energy level that you had enjoying the creation of it. You know, like, I don't know, but like, I'm sure you get the same vibe. Like, you know, when you're really jazzing with something, like I get stuck in a loop sometimes. Like once I make like a cool 64 or 32 bar loop, like that, or like 32 bars generally, but like it'll almost be a full song, but not. And it's like I'll just loop that bitch and I'll be fucking like, whoa, like, at home jamming out. Like, oh shit, here we go.
This is one I put out there for collaboration. If somebody wants to collaborate on this one with me, you're very...
We got 13 homies here. I think somebody's gonna wanna do that. Let's fucking go. Yep, we already got a Northern Project. Can I give a Northern Project 1? Let's go.
A little guitar into it. And I do like my notes. That's a melody.
Jeez, dude, you're fucking rocking up in that.
I even get lost in it.
Yeah, you did. So what do you have as far as gear? Are you playing on MIDI keyboard? Are you drawing that in, or what's your deal?
Now I got a Native Instrument complete A25.
Okay.
Big keys, and I got a push 2.
Nice.
I've got I don't have a movable webcam yet. I've got an automated fader in front of me, and that's what I use to. I start playing, and to keep. Really?
Yeah.
What did he do?
I think it's just because you're leading the stream, so now you're taking lead for the push-ups. While you tell the story, now you got to do push-ups. Well, so keep telling the story.
My mic doesn't reach that far. No, but I really like to have a kind of. I don't want the notes to be too tight to the grid, because then it becomes machine language. I want to have life in it, so I try to play stuff and don't over quantize things. So there's room for error, but error makes the music breathe and alive. Otherwise, it's just.
Said about that. Yep. If everything, if like you said, it breathes. It's a living, breathing thing, and if it has that kind of separation that sounds like a human's actually playing it, there's some sort of element that just doesn't match it, bro. I love that. This is a good jam.
Yeah.
Turn that baby up. We all want to hear it. And now do push-ups. This is good. It's all good, baby. No push-ups, baby. It's all good. You're daddy, double daddy.
I did my push-ups. I got 2 sons.
Yeah, and he's wiping butts. I love that. What is that? Oh.
The bass line in this one is actually a result of one of the Friday night beat-off challenges.
Yeah.
The one with the wrestlers.
That was fun.
I composed that bass line for that one. And then I had something, this bass line is too good to waste. So I started building on it, and this came from it.
To the cream of the crop, and it was the Randy Macho Man.
Yeah, Randy Macho.
Fucking good jam, brother. Like.
I stacked a bunch of guitars.
Golly, man, that's a track. Sounds like a little Whitingberg up in there too, you know? Definitely a little influence. It feels like that, like, yeah, it's got that same bomb bomb. Ooh. Yeah, bro. Yo, send me these fucking stems, son. I want in on this. Fucking hot. I'm getting my nose on my fucking mic.
Some plugins won't be loaded.
The Max,
I
like,
don't know. I'm gonna play that track I made for that music sample offline.
Yes.
I don't have a clue. We'll see if it still works. This is the track I made for
Back in the day?
all kind of different shit.
This is back in the day? Which one was this one? You were saying something.
Yeah, this is the track I made for the 12-year-old of the son of a friend of mine who had this musical at his last year, and they needed an intro and an outro to get the students on stage and off stage.
So cool.
And they wanted to really like banging EDM kind of track. So I just threw open. It actually made in Ableton trial version.
That was 2015, or right?
I had the melody I had somewhere because. No, 2018, 2019.
2019,
yeah, just
cool,
before
cool.
When he scores.
Yeah,
thank you thank you very much for offering everybody a platform, Blake. Because all things good and well, but you're offering a place where people can be themselves, present something of themselves. Sometimes it's music, sometimes it's something else. And I do really like the open-mindedness in this community of trying to help each other. Like the talks I had with Stupid Fried over making the mixes better, because I came from the analog era, which I thought had the same rules in productions as the digital era, but it's not. And he taught me a lot. Andre taught me a lot. Everybody inspires everybody with small thingies, but from those small thingies, big thing changes can happen. My productions have grown
tremendously.
Sound-wise. Creatively, I didn't need that much of stimulation, but the quality of the productions has really grown by talking to Andre, talking to Stupid Fried. He really took the time to analyze my tracks. Great. And what I do like is I never met Northern Project before. His music convinced me that if I had an opportunity, I needed to do something with it, and I did. And that's my gift back to anybody here. If I really hear that something that convinces me and fits into the little box that label has decided to wanted to release, it has to be a bit trendy, techie, or clubhouse.
It fits.
Sorry, guys, it won't be dubstep. But if I hear, if something fits and I hear it and I believe in it, I will do anything I can to release it on that label. That's the place I am now and the power I have at that label. So
and that is the most amazing thing that
that's
you
my
can offer,
way
bro.
of helping back the community. To like, because I hear tracks from Dark Side, from Jennifer, from all, even Dr. Matt Raisin, they bring out this break beats, this crazy tracks, and I went like, why is nobody doing something with this? Because it's as good as I hear from professionals that are on TV or dance shows or what. And
Yeah,
I hope we all get a chance to get our music to a broader audience
that's the
in
goal.
somehow, maybe the classic way by a label, new way by the DistroKid, or the new VR world.
I think it all
just
combines
as long as we
one.
are able to share the music and reach out to people.
As I love you, BramVank. Thank you
Yeah.
again for all your time, dude. You're my fucking man.
Thank you so much.
Big cheers. I don't think Charlie
Thank you
Beck's
so
on
much.
here, but
Thank you all for tuning in.
and for next time, we'll plan the
Huzzah.
next one out. We're gonna play one of BramVank's tracks on the exit. Here we go. Huzzah!
never